Hi guys, Fireplays here, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. And today, guys, I'm going to be going over ranking every AFL team before the 2022 season starts. Alright guys, so in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every AFL team and where I think they should finish. So we've got low, we've got mid-low, we've got mid, we've got high-mid, and then we've got high. So of course, high and low being like top 4, top 5, bottom 5, bottom 4 type thing. And then we've got mid-low being like 13, 14, mid being like the 9 to 12, high mid, like you got like 8, and then high, pretty much everyone else. So, today we're going to be going over the teams that I think will be finishing in those positions. Now this isn't quite a ladder position video. This is more of a type of a ranking type prediction video. So today we're going to be going over where we think each team will be. So let's go ahead and get started. So of course the fixture reaction series has been going pretty well as well, so make sure you go and check them out if you haven't already. But anyway, today we're going to be starting off with the Adelaide Crows alphabetical order. And Adelaide, I'm debating between mid, low and low. I'm going to put them in low. Just being, I think they're still going through the rebuilding stage. Brisbane Lions, I reckon they're going to go high mid this year. I don't think they're going to go quite up to high. They could be looking high, yeah, top 4 type for Brisbane probably. So, you know what, I'll chuck them in high. Carlton, probably a mid to low. Now they could probably be finishing anywhere in the bottom 4 with their fixture. I reckon they'll probably be able to make a couple of surprise wins, and they could definitely beat Collingwood, they could definitely beat Hawthorn, they could definitely beat Adelaide, so they could definitely be beating those teams. So that's why I think they're going to finish mid to low in 2022 season. Collingwood, another one that's probably going to be mid to low as well. Quite similar with Carlton, I reckon. Them two are going to be having a real good battle this year to who kind of finds out where. Now, I'm going to chuck Collingwood ahead of Carlton just for that reason. I think Collingwood will do a little bit better. I think their fixture's a little bit easier. We hop on to Essendon, which I reckon they're going to be finishing in mid this year. Now, I'd put them in high mid if they were going to make the 8. I don't think they're going to make the 8. I think they're going to finish in that 9 to 12 region this year. There's going to be a couple of teams joining them as well. I'm not going to reveal who they are yet. But yeah, I reckon Essendon are going to be in that middle stage. Fremantle, I reckon they are definitely a team that could go high mid or they could go mid. I'm going to say mid. I reckon they're going to finish above the Bombers. I'm just going to say mid. They have a young group. Now, with a young group, you could expect really anything. They could come out and they could actually blow everyone away, or they could come out and they could play horribly. So, it's really an interesting one. It could go either way. We'll just have to wait and see. Now, next team, Geelong, I reckon they're going to finish high mid. So, that's kind of around that 7, 8, 9 area. 7, 8 probably, really. I'd probably recommend, say that's probably called, or maybe even a 6 type thing. But yeah, I reckon Geelong are going to finish high mid just because of their age, which they're going to, and they do have a little bit of a problem, Geelong, now. They just don't have too many young kids on site. Now, obviously, because of the draft, that does boost everything, so they should be okay. Gold Coast, they're going to finish low as well. Can't see them finishing any higher than bottom 4, if I was to be completely honest, for Gold Coast. So they're just going to finish low. And they lost Hugh Greenwood to North, which is an absolute annoyance for them. GWS, I'll have them finishing in the middle as well. Have them finishing in that 9 to 12 area as well. I think they could just miss out on the 8 potentially. They could make the 8, they could miss out. With these middle teams, it could really go either way. It could go Essendon finish as high as 6th. Could be Fremantle finish as high as 6th. GWS finish as high as 6th. And these teams could finish as low as 12th as well, or even 13th. So they could finish low, they could finish high. But I do think they'll be in that middle range of about probably 7 to 12-ish. But I think they'll more be 9 to 12. Hawthorn, now again, mid-low, low, probably low for the Hawthorn Hawks. Now, again, rebuilding stage, not the easiest of stages. So, yeah, they're just going to finish low. Melbourne, they are definitely a team that's going to be finishing very high on the ladder again this year. Probably top 4. In fact, if you're a D's fan, I'd probably be saying you'd be disappointed if you weren't to get top 4. Now, yes, they did go from, in 2018, I think they went from about third to bottom, well, third to like bottom 4 in a year difference. So it was pretty crazy. One year they were top 4, next year they're bottom 4. Bit crazy, but yeah, you should be finishing top 4. Now, North Melbourne, again, another team that's going to finish low. Now, again, they could finish on the bottom, they could not. I'm just going to put them ahead of the Suns. Again, another team that's going to finish low. Wouldn't be expecting them to hop out of the bottom 4 this year, but yeah, I think they should be a little bit better than they were. I don't think they should be getting wooden spoon, but I think they shouldn't be hopping out of the bottom 4 either. I reckon they'll stay in the bottom 4 at least for another year. Port Adelaide, that's a pretty simple one. A high, probably ahead of Melbourne as well. Now, again, it could go either way. Not either way. It could go that Port Adelaide either finish really high in the high or really low in the high, but they're going to finish in the high. Now, I know that's confusing, but they're going to finish somewhere in the high, so they're going to be in that top part of the ladder. I wouldn't be expecting them to drop away. In fact, I'd probably be expecting them to surge up a little bit more. On to Richmond, another really interesting team. I'm going to pluck them ahead of the Giants, but not ahead of Freo. I'm just going to put them there. It's going to pluck them there. I reckon the Tigers could do a good job. Again, they could be a team that finishes as high as like 7th, and they could finish as low as 12th again, or even 13th, which means if they're 13th, they go in the mid to low. But I'm going to keep them in the middle. I reckon they're going to be finishing in that middle area again this year. Somewhere from 7th to 11th probably. St Kilda could be mid-low, could be mid, could be high-mid. I'm going to put them in probably middle again. Probably a lower middle team, but probably not quite to the extent of a Carlton or a Collingwood. I reckon St Kilda, they're not too bad. I reckon they could bounce back a little bit this year. Sydney, I'd probably be saying high mid, which I'm gonna put him in high mid. I reckon just high mid for now. I reckon the Swans are a pretty good team. Although losing Jordan Dawson could be a massive blow to them, so high mid. West Coast mid low. I'm probably gonna put him. I'm probably going to put him in between Carlton and Collingwood, probably behind them, actually. West Coast are a bit of a disappointment now, to be completely honest. Mid-low for them. They're just, not very good anymore. And they are an aging team as well, and then the Western Bulldogs, well, there's no real surprise. They should be going into the higher section. I reckon they'll be better than ever this year, ready to fight for top spot. So pretty much we've got Gold Coast 18th, 17th North, 16th Crows, 15th Hawthorn, 15th to West Coast, 14th Carlton, 13th Collingwood, 12th Essendon, 11th Essendon, 10th GWS, 9th Richmond, 8th Fremantle, 7th Geelong, 6th Sydney, 5 for Brisbane. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So then we've got 18, 17, 16, 15, 14 for West Coast, 13 Carlton, 12 Collingwood, 11 St Kilda, 10 Essendon, 9 GWS, 8 Richmond, 7 Fremantle, 6 Geelong, 5 Sydney, 4 Brisbane Lions, 3 Western Bulldogs, 2 Port Adelaide, 1 Melbourne. Now, look, we're just going to have to. I reckon that's how it could look this year. I reckon that's the rankings heading in to the 2022 season. I reckon this is how things could be shaping up. This is where teams are placed, I reckon. I reckon this is a pretty accurate representation of what could be going on. You guys can let me know your thoughts. If you're not happy with where your team is placed, you guys can let me know. Where do you think everyone will finish on the ladder? But I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you guys will never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and bye guys. Fire plays out.